Now it is my pleasure to invite the valedictorian to speak for the class of 2015. The class valedictorian is Melissa Faith Esposito, who is graduating summa cum laude with a degree in business administration with an emphasis in human resources. She also earned a paralegal certificate and will attend Brooklyn Law School in the fall. Melissa?
Thank you. And good morning, President Murray, Dr. Wormuth, Board of Trustees, distinguished faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2015. I'm honored to be speaking today as your valedictorian. When I first sat down to formulate this speech, I began to wonder, where has the time gone? I vividly remember move-in day of freshman year in the midst of Hurricane Irene, when we were all so filled with nervous excitement about this new stage of our lives. I bet we all looked out at this new and breathtaking environment and saw a long and beautiful college career ahead of us. There were infinite possibilities, and we had no boundaries to hold us back. We began to plan the next years of our life because graduation felt like a lifetime away. We were so filled with anxiety about meeting our new roommate, taking our first classes, but yet so open to new experiences. And then before we even realized it, we settled into sophomore year with a little more confidence and a little less anxiety. We became comfortable with our friends and with our classes. We began to truly consider our choice of major, and we wanted to explore all that Marist had to offer. By the time junior year rolled around, I believe we all realized just how quickly these 4 years would pass. If you went abroad as I did, I hope you appreciate the opportunity that Marist gave you to explore the world. When I look back on my time abroad in Florence, I realized it was the best experience in my life. I will never forget my first time seeing the Duomo, every trip across Europe, all of the incredible food, every single life-changing experience, and most importantly, my best friend from Marist, who I couldn't have imagined traveling the world without. And once again, the year passed before we knew it, and senior year was upon us. I know that the thought of senior year made each one of us wish we could be freshmen again. Not because we are unhappy or unprepared for the world ahead of us, but because we have such a beautiful 4 years to look back on, which makes it so incredibly difficult to let go. And now that graduation day is finally here, we are all coming to the realization that it's time to move on. I'm not up here to tell you that moving on is easy. In fact, I'm here to tell you that I understand how hard and impossible it feels at this very moment. But we should all think briefly about how lucky we are that we have a place and people who make moving on this difficult. Because although our education and experiences at Marist are becoming a part of our past, there is no doubt that they will be the most valuable part of our future. Graduation is not a day to think about what we are losing, but rather a time to think about what we have gained. We gained an education that will help us in our future endeavors. We gained friends that will last a lifetime. And we gained years of irreplaceable memories to look back on. And as we move forward into our lives, it is comforting to know that Marist will always remain a part of us. Not all of us know where we are going from here, and many of us are unsure if where we are going is where we want to be. And that's okay, because the one thing we know is that the future is uncertain, but our education at Marist ensures that our futures will certainly be bright. And for that, we should be truly grateful. We should be grateful to our parents and family members who allowed us to gain such a notable education. We should be grateful to the faculty and staff that guided us through our college career, and we should be grateful to the friends that stood by our sides throughout it all. Finally, I truly hope that when you look back on these past 4 years, you feel the same way as I do. I hope that when you think back on your education, you feel as proud, accomplished, and prepared for your future as I do. I hope that when you think back on your memories, you'll smile like I do. I hope that when you think about your friends over these past 4 years, you feel the love and affection that I do. I hope that when you think of the name Marist College, you think of it as a place to forever call home, like I do. And lastly, I hope that in the years to come, when we go our separate ways and into our individual futures, you never forget the place that allowed you to live up to your potential and the people that made you who you are. Congratulations, class of 2015.